You looking for a hard money lender? Hi, my name's Alan Cowgill. Let me talk to you about one way I handle lender funds.
Yes.
If one of the lenders need their money back, and you said you asked a 90-day, have a 90-day period, right? So during that period, you go and sell it to the second lender. How do the transaction takes place over there? Do you go to the closing and you sell it to the second one?
So for years, well, let's not make sure we don't confuse these. On the 90-day, that is, let's say you loan me money, and I had it for a week, and I pay you 90 days in interest because I always want you to be happy. Okay, and my point there was any money I have less than 90 days, my lenders always get 90 days of payment. Okay, now if you got it 91 days, you're going to get 91 days of payment. All right. The other point of it is what I heard from you was that if someone loans you money and then they want their money back sooner, let's say they loan you money and you're going to keep the money theoretically until the house sells, and now somebody, you know, whether you're doing a monthly payment or whether you're doing just letting the money accrue, it doesn't matter, but they've come to you early saying, hey, I want my money back. Now that'll happen to you rarely. It normally happens about once a year, and if you got a lot of lenders, and when it does happen, it's because they've had a life change. Something's going on. They were saving money for their kids to go to college. They were saving money, and now they want to help the child buy a house, or they've had something going on, and they need to get the money back to go do whatever they need to do with it. Doesn't happen a lot, but why? Because you're the best game in town, right? So, for an example, if you had a lender, and that lender says, I'm sorry, but I need my money back, and you haven't sold the property yet, what I tell them in writing is I normally need 45 days notice. Why 45? Well, when I put that together, I thought worst case scenario, if I didn't get it from another lender, let's say I used a bank, and I go get the bank to replace it, okay? So I tell them 45, but in reality, I've replaced the money as quick as 3 days. And here's how it happens. If you've got a lender and they say they want their money back, all you have to do is call up, you got a list of private lenders, you call up your next private lender that's got the money and say, hey, you ready to jump in? And normally you're done. Normally they want in. If you got all their money, then you just go to the third person on the list, and normally by the time you get to about 3 phone calls, you got the money. And all you have to do then, in my case, is I go to a closing agent and I have them do all the paperwork shuffle. This lender's paid off, the new money comes in and pays that lender off, and there's new paperwork created for that, and you have to go out and take care of the insurance binder, get the old lender off that, put the new lender on, and you're good to go. Okay, and then they'll record the paperwork for you. And so that's the way I handle it. And normally it is just a week or two process. It does not take long.
That's just like buying a note, just transferring paper rights.
Yeah, his comment was it's just like buying a note, transferring paper on that, and he's exactly right. You know, lender A goes out, lender B comes in, covers them, and your biggest question is whether you want to do an early withdrawal penalty, like we talked about earlier. You just need to make a decision on it, and you can change it. If you don't like your decision, you know, today, you can change it tomorrow. But let's say you start out with no early withdrawal penalty. That means when somebody does this to you, when they come in, then the person pulling the money out is not going to be penalized, and you just borrow extra from lender B to cover the interest and the money and pay them off, and you're good to go. And you just have a little bit more to pay off eventually in the deal. If there is an early withdrawal penalty, then it's all taken care of at closing table. The person is getting interest. Some of that interest will be used for the early withdrawal penalty, so they rather get this size interest check, they get a little bit less, and they pay for your closing costs, so you got nothing. Okay?
Hi, I hope you enjoyed that training video on private lending. And one of the things I'd like to talk to you about is that I have created a home study system on helping you attract private lenders into your life. In fact, this is my most popular system out there. And what I'd like to have you do is go to www.potofgoldsystems.com. Let me give it to you again, www.potofgoldsystems.com. And read up on this. In fact, what I'm going to do is make an offer that you really, really should seriously consider, because it can make a tremendous impact in your life for you and your family. Check it out. To your wealth.